Good morning, good afternoon. Thank you for tuning into the Home of Netty Dog 314, where you already know who your talk man is, and we actually going to talk for real today. So that's right. It's not going to be put to use for nothing.
Hell yeah, March, this shit hit fool.
She shot him. Yeah, this that gas, yeah, fool. I had to cut off distractions, exploring my passion, they laughing, I'm counting this cash. I had to elevate up to a better place, still won't hesitate to get on your ass. My people know me, they know I'm big homie, if you ever need me, I'm doing the dance. To get to your word about promise, ain't worry about niggas, they know me, they know how it's fast. Ain't going outside for nobody, when the eyes were stacked, I had nobody. Had a pack on my bags, it was no problem. Had to start back from scratch, I had no profit. But I ran up some bands with some phone pilots. I don't carry no wallet, cause phone pockets full. You know I'm a Taurus, I stay on my bull. Please not try me, I take you to school. The way that I'm stroking the circle of motion is sure they keep throwing it back like a frisbee. I pipe her up with and dig in the kidneys. Pull out and feast on that pussy ridiculous. Every time I leave, she all in the feelings. In these streets every day and I'm standing on business. I'm trying to make me a meal out the trenches. I'm trying to put my little bitch in the building. I'm trying to shine like a star and my diamonds go glisten the moon. Like we need a room like she trying to see with the broom. Like I'm trying to see what this move like. So the QP for 7 was strapped with that weapon. You know that I can't be too careful. I stick to the schedule. On the road to riches, staying persistent. My foot on the pedal. My best friend the devil. Diamonds they bezel. They left me for dead. So I'm sorry, can't help you. They look at me now on a whole different level. I want this forever. I'm stacking my cheddar. If you knew better, do better. Baby, I don't be with nobody cause I'm my own stepper. I carry it, not no Beretta. Just know that if they come for me, they catching this pressure. I had to cut off distractions, exploring my passion. They laughing, I'm counting this cash. I had to elevate up to a better place. Still won't hesitate to get on your ass. My people know me, they know I'm big homie. If you ever need me, I'm doing the dance. To get to your word about promise, ain't worry about niggas. They know me, they know how it's fast. Ain't going outside for nobody. When the eyes were stacked, I had nobody. Had a pack on my bags, it was no problem. Had to start back from scratch, I had no profit. But I ran up some bands with some phone pilots. I don't carry no wallet cause phone pockets full. You know I'm a Taurus, I stay on my bull. Please not try me, I take you to school. The way that I'm stroking the circle of motion is sure they keep throwing it back like a frisbee. I pipe her up with and dig in the kidneys. The way that I'm stroking the circle of motion.
Hit that thumb up if you ain't hit it up already. Appreciate you being in the building tonight. We just gonna talk. We're gonna give out some real facts. We're gonna teach some things. We're gonna do what we usually do, you know what I'm saying? Take people to school, you know what I'm saying? See, call out what the hate come from him. What's the hate and what the hate about? So go ahead and if you smoke, get you some lit up. If you drink, get you some drinking. You know what I'm saying? If you're drinking some coffee, go ahead and get you another cup because this gonna be real juicy. Because the Nanny Dog movement has started. It started. We about to have junior nanny dogs. See, because this right here is not bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Like this right here is true facts. I'm not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Hey, if you ain't hit that thumb up, hit that thumb up. You in the building. This late night. Get you something to smoke, drink, do what you do. Coffee, drink it. Alcohol, get your bottle, pour it on up. But if you see that picture back there, true facts. This is my blood. Can no one tell you about this blood? People can hate on this blood, say everything they want to say about it. But at the end of the day, when you look at a real APBT, you should know you're looking at one that's on this picture right here. It's so much. Listen, they would tell you the color blue would make it not be a pit bull. But what about these red dogs? What about these black dogs? There, you see, the understanding of this is you include one color out. But if you said everything ain't a pit bull, you gotta call out more than blue, tri. What is it? Blue tri and Merle. It's not being a pit bull. When every red dog's a pit bull and every black dog's a pit bull. Make it make sense. There you go, bro. You in the building. But every you can't say that. Just like when it comes to dogs, you will say these colors, not these dogs. But okay, so if I had, let's go to another breed. If I had a Frenchie, if it looked like a Frenchie and it act like a Frenchie, it's a Frenchie. That's the same I grew up on. when it comes down to people trying to dissect people camp, like for me to dissect a brother camp, my camp better be A1 training better be on key. They living better be on key. Everything like these people hate on people like me and other people that we are. Listen, we are doing good with our dogs. Our dogs are A1, and they don't do none of it. Like me training my dogs to bite on the sleeve. People will say was easy. That's not easy. That's not easy. Because at the day, you gotta teach this dog. First of all, you gotta teach commands. You got to teach a dog to sit, stay, off, on. You cannot teach a dog who doesn't know no commands into training to be a guard dog. That's a no. That's an A1 no. You cannot do that. Period. Point blank. I would never tell nobody to do that. I wouldn't tell a baby to do that. Because then they went. Listen, okay, prime example. You got the dog.
We hear echo, bro.
It might be from you, so go out and come back in. Oh, hold on, let me see something. That's what it might have been. Okay, is my mic still? Is my thing still moving? Okay, but you can't. I would never tell nobody to make a dog that has not been trained on no obedience to be a guard dog. I would never tell you to actually. I mean, you listen. You got to know that this dog that you are training to be a guard dog can eventually hurt someone if it's in the wrong hands. So what I mean by that, hey, hit that thumb up if you haven't. So what I mean by that is, I mean, your dog, you cannot not play them kind of games. Them dogs got to be, you got to know that dog got to be smart. That dog got to be, obedience got to be A1 to do that. Because at the end of the day, if that dog turns around and grab someone, and then you call the police. You call the police. The police come. If you never taught your dog off, how is the police going to get this person in custody if you call the police? If you can't get now, listen, they try to lock this person up. Your dog's still shaking this person. The police is going to mace it, tase it, or might beat it with a stick, or they might just pop it, because the dog, you cannot get the dog off the person. That's one thing you got to understand. You can't let nobody tell you, go ahead and do this. That takes overtime for you to train that dog to be able to know every dog cannot be a guard dog. People say every dog can be a guard dog. No. Because your certain dogs was bred to be docile dogs. So when you got a docile dog, how are you going to train your docile dog to be aggressive towards people? So the dog is not going to be biting from aggression. It's going to be biting for fear. You don't never listen. A dog with fear can hurt somebody real bad. Some dogs that bite people are biting off of fear, not off of is fear. It's so a dog can't throw his paws up and squirrel with you. The dog only knows how to defend itself with his mouth. At the end of the day, that's just real facts. That the dog do not know how to do the things that we do. A dog depends on us. So if you training this dog to be that's not obedient, not trained on nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like when it come to my blood and my dogs has been tested around kids. I'm not selling these dogs and not knowing nothing about them. If I was so much into what people call me a breeder, I would have a litter now. Ace, right to this minute, I have a little out of the lip. Max wouldn't be 2 years old and wouldn't have siblings or something on my yard that's a puppy I bred. I love training dogs. And that right there makes me in a different category than everybody else. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about this. I'm in my lane. I'm driving my bus. I'm the driver of it. I'm gonna take it forward as it need to go. I'm not gonna let not Tom, not Harry, not Mo, not Curly. That's gonna throw me off of what I'm concentrating on and where I'm going to. At the end of the day, you got to think about it like this. These dogs need to be put in the best highlight they is. People say, well, one breed, they know it's the reason that people don't understand that it's not the holder of the breed. See, nowadays you hear people supposed to be the spokesman for a breed. The spokesman for the breed would never ever say something like, these dogs, they're not real pit bulls and they're not tested. That's something you don't do. You don't do if you're a spokesman for it. You don't call out real game pit bulls supposed to be attacking prey. That's not a spokesman. See, what people be a spokesman is, it's a different than spokesman for the breed and just hate on other people because they don't have what the other people have. They're in the breed, in the breed lane. That's a whole that's what a bus go off the road at right there. Because at the end of the day, you got to think about it. It's all about putting your dogs in the best highlight you can. I put it like this. Them pictures I do, my dog look good. That don't know how much a person hate. That dog look good in that harness. Hold on. Go ahead, bro.
What's good, man? That shit finally stopped echoing, man.
I know. Now, what was you finna say? Go ahead.
No, but yeah, man. I just wanted to say, man. Earlier you pointed out a lot of inexperienced shit, and that's why. I mean, a dog gotta know basic commands before it bites something. Because if this is the first thing a dog know, that's all that dog gonna know to do. And it's gonna think it's supposed to bite everybody. And that's why them dogs is biting people over in the UK.
Yes.
And that's why they biting people over there in California and all over them bulldog mixes.
That's why I put up an article maybe that it was a bulldog mix.
Yeah.
That turned on his owner.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I see those dogs. I seen him. He torments the dogs, bro. He pinches their noses. He grabs their skin. He makes them act crazy. If you notice it, if you notice it, he makes the dog act crazy. He watched that dog act wild like that, huh?
I'm gonna say this again. Once you listen, let me break something down to you. A lot of people don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Once you start teasing them dogs like that, they're not selling quality no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you can do it in that dog like you do as a big person, but say I got a 2-year-old daughter. If you sell me that dog and that dog bite my child, don't try to blame me. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, you blame the food.
Because why? Listen, once you start tormenting and grabbing them dogs, first of all, listen, let me show you something. You do not, when you're selling dogs, you do not let them be dirty when they're on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Now another thing when you do not when you selling dogs, you do not show them with ropes around their neck like hoops, noops.
Mm.
The fourth thing is you do never show a dog that you selling with you tormenting the dog. That's a turn off. That's a turn off.
That
Because
dog trying to get the
listen,
head, huh?
that dog used to you doing it. Guy's got this new
Uh-huh.
owner and they love their dog and their dog is growling at them. Now they try to get in contact with you and you're calling them my name. You know what I'm saying? You calling them my name. They trying to get in contact with you about the dog and you calling them my name.
Think about you.
Another thing is when you trying to sell dogs, you don't have $50,000 working in the background. If you try to sell a dog, you don't only show it on your yard, you show it outside your yard. You want to advertise the dog. Like right now, somebody want to buy Max. Max is not for sale. You know what I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
He don't have a price on him. Not because he don't have papers and pedigree and he's a mutt. Because he's besides how he look, I love that dog. That dog, listen, that dog will beat in just like Tiger. They both is a beating. Every dog ever had. When I say training, shows that when I put on like my t-shirt and back my logo t-shirt say dog training. I'm not putting dog training on a t-shirt and I'm not showing my dog's train. I show my dog sit, stay, walk without a leash, play on a bike, sleep, get off the bike, sleep. I showed everything I can show you to show you I'm really about the dog training.
Okay, wait, hey, hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
You know what that means? That means you showing people that you put time in with your dog to make him smart enough to know how to do those things. Somebody who dog act like a stallion on a leash, that means that nigga put no time in with him. That's all I just wanted to say.
No, okay, so when you say time,
Yeah.
I'm saying like this. From listen, 2 months. 2 months is 8 weeks. From 2 months, if you get them at 2 months,
Yeah.
to 6 months. That's 4 months, right?
Yeah.
And in 4 months, you at least taught that puppy how to sit down and stay.
Oh man, one day. Had a puppy, one day. Now a 2-year-old dog, yeah, he need that time for real. It's really too late. I ain't gonna lie, I never seen nobody start training at 4 years old.
Like this.
I
mean, it can be done, but
most definitely, but
it gotta be, listen, if you're gonna do, you gotta do a dog that's really calm. A hyper dog is more work, more harder. Like when I train, listen, like when I train a person dog that's like that, I want more. The first body dog is already too old. Hit that thumb up if you have it. The first body dog is too old. Second of all, at the end of the day, I gotta listen. So if me getting a dog, okay, prime time, I'm gonna use one of them dogs as example. First of all, I got to teach the dog to sit down, to pay attention to what I'm about to teach it. So I got to teach it to stay down. But at the end of the day, I got to teach the dog because at the day, as a guard dog, it got to learn how to walk on a leash. How can you have a guard dog? You listen. When you see the police and all that, yeah, you might see them when we doing it on the field without a leash. But when we take it out, that dog still got to be. First of all, you're making a guard dog. Your guard dog got to know what's prey and what's not prey. Your dog got to hear sounds. That's why when you see the videos, some of us we got rocks in the bottle. You know, it's sound. When I do it, my dogs know about cars, fire truck, ambulance. My dogs know even cars moving in traffic. Do you understand where I'm coming from? My dog know over. When I actually tell my dogs over, they go over. That means get off. You too close to the car can touch you. So when it's not training, it's not something that people can make it seem like it's easy. Certain things dogs catch on to, but when you taking this dog outside your yard and doing this stuff, it's a dog can be fully trained on your yard. You take it off your yard, that dog act like you ain't never trained nothing about it. Because it ain't never adapted to that.
But he got training classes every weekend.
Okay. Do you think I buy that? I don't buy that.
Nobody does. That's why nobody buys his dogs.
I can't buy that because at the end of the day, when we speaking, if you speaking on that, at the end of the day, the whole point of it is you got to show what you talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you I'm a trainer and my dogs ain't showing no kind of training ability. And then
they wild stallion.
And then say licensed trainer. You cannot use the word, hit that thumb up if you cannot use the word license and don't show, let me put it like, when you have a driver's license, you had to take a driving test. At the end of the day, it's the same thing with the dog training. You got to show something to, like, I can't listen. If it came down to people needed their dogs trained on the internet, I don't see people going to that person unless he's charging $5 a dog. You understand what I'm saying? Are you still with me? But anyway, that's how it would go. Because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna train a dog that I'm not training the basic training. The basic training is everything. If you don't have that, you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You
motivated that nigga to even attempt to do something, and I did too. I never knew he had a flirt pole, but you motivated him, so obviously he's trying to do better. He just ain't got it. He just ain't got it, huh?
You know what my mentor told me today? When you watching a real dog trainer, you got to try to keep up some kind of way. You got to do something to get his attention. When you're a bull crapper, words, you use words. You use everything besides what you are. When I put an APBT on my channel, it's Max. When I put American Band Dog on there, it's Tiger. If I had a horse, I'm gonna put a horse. I'm not out here trying to scam the community. I'm not out here trying to go against community. I want to do me. If you can't accept me, take your 2 feet and jump on the next bus stop, because this bus about to stop.
Yeah.
Thank you, honey.
Nah, man. Well, how you feel about people going on camera with dirty dogs trying to sell them, man?
That's a no-no. Let me tell you something like that. Well, so, okay, prime example is, it's people that do that, and a lot of them dogs have bacterial infection because urine sitting on a dog is bacterial infection. You know that, right? Because the urine is bacteria. It's bacteria that coming out of. You get what I'm from?
Yeah, you seen that sore that dog got on his arm? That sore.
But that sore at the end of the day can come from another thing, just being laying down all the time.
In the crate.
Yes, that's another thing.
So do you think he skips days when you see that type of shit on the dogs?
You know what? I'm gonna be real with you. You want me to lie? You want me to keep it real?
Or you keep it real, like when you see sores.
I don't know, but I feel sorry for the dogs
with the sores.
I feel sorry one that don't got no sore. 23-1 is a killer.
Yeah. I see the dogs come out for 1 second and then it's in.
Yeah, listen. 23-1 mean 1 hour out and 23 hours like down. But it's really not 23-1. I mean 23. I mean it's not 23-1. It's really like 23 and 50 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you was right, man. Friday he got a corona.
Let me tell you something like this.
You called it.
No, you know what it is, bro. See, people don't know. Listen, everything that's happening on the internet with these guys beefing each other in the pitbull community, I think they happened before it started happening. You know why?
Yeah.
Because hate is on top of hate. That's how. Listen, that's how he got built up. Hate on hate.
Mm-hmm.
That's how he's still going up. Hate on hate. People don't listen. People don't care nothing about these dogs. They don't care nothing about these dogs. The people outside this internet care about these dogs. The supporters of me, you, and other people do. They show they dog. They show it. A person tell you on the internet, I built my channel off of them. What about the obedient? What about the dog training? What about the what about the dog in the bath in the tub? What about me going? What about everything besides about you? I got videos on my channel with a lady getting in the tub without me having to touch her. You understand where I come from?
Yeah.
So what happened to all that with that data?
Man, you said something. You said something in my live earlier, bro. I want to bring it up, man. So it just shocked me. This man's restraining order is almost up on you. He filled a restraining order out on you, and you ain't even in the same state as him.
Let me say something to you.
That's crazy.
So let's keep 100 tonight. Tonight we're gonna keep 100. I'm gonna keep 100 with everybody because tomorrow I might say fuck the internet. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
I might say fuck the internet tomorrow. But one thing is, I ain't doing half of these guys that hate on me and talk stuff about me. Yeah. That grew up with these other guys. I ain't never did nothing to them. Ain't never did nothing to them. But you know what, bro? You can't destroy somebody that knows they self. You hear me?
Yeah.
What could listen? They can talk about my dog, they can talk about everything. But that don't hurt me. You know why it don't hurt me? Because your dogs don't look better than my dogs. Your training ain't better than my training. And I ain't lap sitting. I don't respect men that lap sit. Men don't post it on other men that laps. Ain't nobody God but God. These guys want to be God on the internet with the dogs. That's why they failing and getting into it with each other. Satan always gonna try to beat up each other. What you mean? You can't beat up somebody that really believe in God. I don't say praises to God and talk about nobody else. Because God ain't got nothing to do with my beef. You can't use God and sound like Satan. Mm-hmm. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot in this dog game hate on people like me. People like me can take your dog to the next step of everybody knowing your bloodline. But dummies don't believe that. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you know how many people that reached out to me on my 4 years on YouTube of talking about something they want to give me a dog? But one thing you cannot tell me is I want to give you a dog so you can show my dog. Like, you can't tell me what to do. I gotta like your dog. I gotta want to inquire about your dog. You can't force me to take no dog. That's just not where it's at. Another thing is, you cannot be on the internet and call yourself a dog man and you're putting down dogs. Dog man love dogs. A dog man can work with a dog. That's a whole goal of a dog man. That you got to think about that. At the end of the day, facts is over everything. I cannot sit on the internet and think that everything is gonna be all right, because it's not. It's still gonna be people that say stupid things. It's still gonna be getting people gonna be caught by it. People gonna still be getting their dogs taken. Dogs are still gonna be crates with bags. Still gonna be the same. But one thing it is, by everybody standing there still, I'm sitting and I'm thinking and I'm building my dog up. I'm working my dog, and the people around me appreciate what I'm showing. When I go show my partners and other people, and I go out and stuff, and people, I had people in traffic like, that's a nice looking dog. How old is he? 2 years old. That's where I get my satisfaction. Or somebody honking like, you doing that dog look good. That's where I get my satisfaction from. I get some from YouTube or people, you know what I'm saying, thumb up, you know, when they see pictures of the dog. But I get my more support from people I can hear and see. The best thing of owning a dog is seeing people's eyes pop when they see your dog. That's the best thing. That's my satisfaction. When I go out in public and my dog pop and people stop and they stare, and then people want to purchase, that's the most amazing thing, because that's what every dog man wants. What people want what you got. When you're not big, listen, when you don't have to beg a person and keep on hollering out you selling dogs, the most satisfaction people asking you a dog is not for sale.
Hold on. My bad to interrupt you. Some niggas don't take their dogs out in public. They don't leave that backyard.
Okay, listen.
Sorry, I had to say that, man.
Okay, so another thing.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, if I'm not a YouTuber and I'm not in the dog sector, how do I know how your dog looks? That's the whole point. How do listen? I advertise my own dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to pay nobody to advertise. I advertise my own dog. I've been advertising my dog since I've been owning them. Mm-hmm. Every last one of my dogs is known on. Listen, somebody know every last dog that ever been on my yard on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But you know what the killer part about the situation is? This boy that's on her, people can sleep on him, but his blood gonna take me to the top, and I promise you that, because I'm motivated. I took Nettie Dog from zero people knowing about it to a whole bunch of people. Then I got a guy on the internet just advertising my blood. Mm-hmm. How amazing is that? Listen, you ever heard the saying that God will use your enemy as your footsteps?
I ain't never heard it, but it makes sense though.
Well, listen, I don't have to pay nobody to advertise. This guy got supposed to be a big time YouTuber and everybody listen to him. You advertising my blood, you can say it's not a pit bull. But when people look at the dog, they don't care what you talking about. Think about that. You can't fool people's eyes, and you can't fool what people want. I'm not paying. Listen, I would never pay for free advertising from a guy who wants to hate on my blood. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing it. Keep calling my dog Mutt Mutts. And guess what? People gonna say, well, I want a Mutt Mutt now. Look how trained the Mutt Mutts is. You feel me? Mm-hmm. You can call them whatever you want to. You can say it's not a pit bull. But people gonna want these dogs because people want them now. Think about that. You looking at this dog that's in this picture. That's my dog that y'all watch grow up from a puppy to be amazing. You gotta think about that. Them French bulldogs you making, people want them like a drug. You making them. See, I don't hate on. Listen, I
He
don't hate
said
on other people, dog. Let they
he
hate on
said
my
that
dog.
he said they're not French bulldogs.
Hey, listen, I heard dogs go from band dog, bulldog, staff bullies, everything under the sun, everything under the sun. And then I heard a person say before I came around, them was Johnson Bulldog. Then they went from not being Johnson Bulldog. So don't listen. If you trip off, well, listen. This live is gonna be. I'm gonna show my thing, and then I'm gonna. This is true fact. There's no lie. Why should you listen? Listen. Why should you care what he think your dog is? You won't sell him a dog. You think the way his dog live is not good enough for what you breeding. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Yeah, it's just he tries to stop people from buying them.
You can't listen. He can't listen. He
That's
can't
the
stop.
hate.
Listen, if he stopped anybody from buying your dogs, you didn't need them buy your dog. They don't even understand dogs. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because at the end of the day, this guy that's telling people your dogs are not these dogs, it's showing their dogs in Boo Boo, in 23 and 1. Everything under the sun that they're seeing. So why would you trip off somebody who's advertising dogs that ain't worth nothing? You put your dog on the sleep the first time your dog jaw lock up. Open. I never seen a dog jaw lock up open.
Hold on. There's a word. Hold on, bro.
Go ahead.
There's a word for it, man.
What is the word? Horrible. So I've been making dogs, and you made a dog who played with his sleeve for about 5-10 minutes, and 5 minutes or 10 minutes later couldn't close his mouth. You had to close the dog's mouth. But I could put Max on the sleeve. And his mouth gonna close back up, and it's gonna open. And I can tell Max to sit down. I don't have to play with a sleeve with Max with no nukes around his neck. See, when you hate on any dog, you gotta remember. Some people love me, some hate me. But guess what? Everyone that hate me can say, dang, that boy can train them dogs. Only thing, listen, remember this. I've been on YouTube for 4 years, right?
Hey, they call that shit wedges, though.
Listen, I've been on YouTube for, wedges. So look, I've been on YouTube for 4 years, right? Only thing I ever heard was lies on my dogs, what my dogs wasn't, and they didn't have paper or pedigree, right? But nobody never dissected my training. You ever realize that? Call one person and say my training dissected my training.
I feel you. They can't say nothing about that, huh?
No, at first, you know what the first thing they ever came out with was?
What's that?
That lady was a shelter dog that was fixed, that was already trained. So what happened to Blue? Why did Blue come out trained, sit, stay, walk without a leash? How did Tiger learn how to stay, sit, and play on the sleeve? And how did Max do that if it was, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. And at the end of the day, you got to think about this. When it comes down to real deal Holyfield and these dogs, I be want to help a lot of people out, bro. I promise you. But you know what? Listen, if you quit hating on me and pay attention to my video, every video I showed exactly how to do it. You hear me?
Yeah.
I show how to do it. You remember the video where you seen where I had a lady in the backyard and I made her go in the crate and I didn't have to shut the door? And we was outside. We wasn't in a home. And I wasn't close to the kennel, right?
Yeah. Didn't even have to raise your voice or nothing.
Because at the end of the day, let me say something to you.
Hold on, I got a phone call. I'm gonna be right back, bro.
Go ahead and have your business. But at the end of the day, everything I do is to show how to keep your dog maintained in obedience, so you won't have to worry about losing your dog or having a, what do they call it? A ticket for loose dog or wild dog. Because at the end of the day, them tickets do cost. They do cost. And if your dog get 3 tickets, you might lose your dog and you might have to pay arm and a leg. Well, you're not gonna you are gonna have to pay arm and a leg. Because at the end of the day, it's rules, listen, it's rules on the road and it's rules in these dogs. And the people who speak for your dog is the people who take your dog and make the decision if your dog had to be euthanized or it can be adopted out. Them are the spokesman for your dog. I'm the spokesman for my dog because at the end of the day, I speak about making sure that your dogs are dewormed, shot. See a veterinary, you can say, I'll do all my shots and all that. You still need that paperwork at the end of the day with them people. You still need them paperwork because when they come, they want to see some documents from a licensed veterinarian, not you that you call yourself a licensed veterinarian. They want to see it. They want to see them documents. And if they can't see them documents, they're going to tell you, hey, we'll be back. How many days do you think it'll take you to take your dog into the veterinarian? Man, they want to see the paperwork behind it. And don't let your dog be on the way there. And the veterinarian say all your dog needed was some dewormer or more food. That ain't gonna, they're gonna say, oh. And then if you have multiple dogs, and they all are small, they're gonna tell you gotta decrease your dogs because, oh well, we'll take 2 dogs and it'll help you. But then they put in a computer that they took 2 of your dog. So something else happened, you already got 1 strike against you. That's how the game go. That real facts. That's how the game go. It's at the end of the day, I feel like this. That's why my dogs have harness, leash on, healthy, got water, got shelter, because I don't want you to try to play them games with me. Clean around they set up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure they make sure everything pieces of cream. When I take my dogs out in public, they ain't got dirt or boo-boo on them. They clean, they get bathed, they potty trained. Cause them dogs represent me. They just like me going out with my shoes with holes in it. They represent me. Your dog represent you. So when another dog person, dog woman, dog man see your dog, ooh, that's a nice male. Like when I have conversation with other dog people, salute, hit that thumb up here. When I have conversation with other people who own dogs, they got a female, I'm like, ooh, nice bitch. They don't take me cussing them out. That's a female dog. That's what you call a female dog. I'm like, ooh, that's a nice bitch. All of that bitch. Because I'm talking to a regular dog person. When I don't just like when I be like, is that a female? And I'll be like, okay. And if they didn't know, I'm not disrespecting you. That's what your dog is. Your dog is a female dog. That's a bitch. That's a nice bitch. All of that bitch. I keep a conversation with this internet is different. But in real life, man, the most amazing thing is to meet other people that are infatuated with dogs. It's amazing. It's something that past that like my dog or seeing another person's dog. The best conversation sometimes, like if you really into dogs, is having conversations about dogs. That's the best thing you ever can get. Just imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody can build, you can build off, be like, oh, I put some 10 by 10s in my yard, and you like, well, I got some 10 by 10s, but I put semen, you have a conversation, you building off each other, and you giving each other ideals that the other one probably never thought of. But when you come on the internet, it's different. And I realize that it's different because I didn't associate with people and things. We didn't. It wasn't that we fell out. It was just that I was seeing that I was being used for their content. And what I mean by used for their content, I don't mean that they was talking about me. It was just like we having dog talk, and they ain't said shout out Nanny Dog or shout out Gerald for. That's everything that I'm quoting is out of his mouth because he loved talking about dogs. He don't a fake and say he love dog. He shows the dog healthy. He shows the dog working with the dog. He shows, you know what I'm saying, what he feed the dog. What kind of shampoo, what kind of toy. He's showing everything he can show to show you like this real deal Holyfield. And at the end of the day, I'm not even a breeder, but if I start breeding, people gonna adapt to me. They like, okay, he take good care of the dogs. You know, them dogs look good. You know what I'm saying? This how my male will look, or this how my female will look. If I, purchase one from him, I can make my dog look the same way as his daddy or his mama. That's just what it's about. Advertising is you advertising yourself. I see a lot of people like, well, I can get this person advertised. Best advertise yourself, because at the end of the day, you're gonna sell yourself. You can never sell yourself short if you really about yourself. You can never lose yourself if you about yourself. You got to, when you in this dog game, and I learned on the internet, you got to put blinders on. You got to be Ray Charles. You can't see nothing. Because if you go off and you listen, like so many times I done played the fool and let a person throw me off my focus. But then I woke up one day and said, they can't do what you do. They dog don't look good as your dog. Keep going. And I had people tell me behind closed doors, like off of YouTube, like, bro, you doing your thing. Don't let nobody knock you off. Cause you really about these dogs. We see it. And I just want people that follow me and listen to me to realize that your dog can look like that. If you pay attention, your dog can look like that. You want your dog to represent you. Your dog, that's like, like you buy a Bentley truck or a Benz truck, you clean it up, you bring it out, you make it look good. You can do your dog the same way. Because it's advertising, even though if you don't, it's just like, okay, you could be out in public and a person can see your dog. And they might got a beautiful dog, a puppy, and they like, well, I want to just hand it to you because they seeing your skills of how your dog look and how you working with your dog and how you being cool with your dog. You can get dogs with papers and pedigree if you care about it from people who just want dogs to go in good homes. You never know what you can put yourself in by the way your dog look. You can put your dog look good, and you can try to put your dog in commercials for dogs. That could be an income. Look, pup, look, whatever dog you got can be on a commercial. But at the end of the day, you cannot put a dog that you have. One thing you do, I'm going to tell you, business what you want the dog to be trained. You don't want that dog to be like that, because they listen. They're not going to take 1,000 takes of your dog. They might take 8 to 10 good pictures or 2 or 3 takes on the video on the camera. But they're not going to do 15, 20 takes of nothing. They will replace your dog for another dog. That's what they would do. They will replace your dog for another dog. The way your dog look can bring business. You can advertise it. You can a dog. You can use a dog. And when you going into business with these dogs, you want your dog to represent you the best way it can, because your dog can take you far.
He ain't trying to make his dogs. He just want to
Oh,
talk.
yeah, like somebody said, obedience is number one. Number one, that's correct. Number one, that's
But
the
when you a puppy mill, all you want to do is sell a puppy. He just wants to sell puppies, man. He don't want to teach them nothing. He don't want to train them. He don't want to do none of that. He just wants to sell
But you know
dogs.
what? I hear a person say, and this is what kills me. They say a dog without papers and pedigree should be spaded and neutered. A dog who's not smart should be spaded and neutered. A dog, you shouldn't breed. When you breed dogs for the money, you lose the whole goal of the dogs. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
When you breed dogs just for the money, you put out. Listen, you all think about the money. You are breeding dogs that shouldn't be bred because you want the money.
All his dogs
Buying
should
dogs,
be spaded and neutered.
listen. When you buying dogs, listen. The prime example is when you buying dogs, you will buy a dog that cannot mount a female because you're trying to chase the money.
Spade and neuter it.
You should be. No, that dog ain't spayed and neutered. That dog just can't do his job.
They need to neuter him.
I
don't want none of that passed down to my puppies.
Okay, so if that's the case, then that mean anything. So that mean no. I mean yeah. I mean you only have to spay the new. You only have to neuter the males. Why would you spay the females when the females can have puppies?
Well, I mean, look at all they're mixed breed. They're mixed breeds. So they're not
okay. So I'm gonna play Devin Adams for this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
They mixed breed, right?
He said every mixed breed dog needs to be fixed.
Every mixed breed dog needs to be spaded.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have no dogs. Keyword: every dog is mixed, so we wouldn't have no dogs. We wouldn't have no dogs. So that means whatever dog you got right now, you better what do they say when they can recreate your dog, clone your dog? You better start getting your money for clone, because if you do that, nobody dog's gonna have litters.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what it is.
Mm-hmm. Only his though. With Gremlin's mouth locking up, man, it's time to fix him, especially if you're a vet.
So listen, okay,
cut him off.
So my thing would be, what would you do to fix that? Okay, say if you're not gonna spade it, and you're gonna keep that blood going, what would be your next move for that blood?
For Gremlin?
Yeah, for your dog. Yeah, if your dog mouth lock up,
yeah, and
it doesn't close, you have to close it back up.
Yeah.
What would be your next move?
My next move.
I'll tell you mine. You tell me yours, then I'll tell you mine.
I mean, I'd stop telling people that he's a working dog, and I would just say he's a pet. That'd be my next move. Pet him out. Just basic pet. And I mean, if he really, really gotta breed him, I wouldn't breed him to anything with an underbite. I wouldn't breed him to anything bulldog again.
Right, there you go.
I'd get something with a scissor bite.
So that's it. I don't even have to respond because you said everything I was going to say. I was going to say, yeah, you got to find somewhere that scissor bite, because that right there is telling you don't inbreed no more. But you know that right there, comes from
wedges.
No, not wedges. So if the dog mouth locked up like it did and stayed open, it's either somewhere on the mother's side or on the daddy side, it's a defect. And I'm thinking more is on the daddy side. So that dog was not breeding quality if his offspring jaw lock up like that.
Yeah, it's common in boxers.
Yeah, it is. But listen, let me say something to you. But
Yeah.
when we saying this, technically, see, people don't understand it. That right there is a none like now. But at the end of the day, see, if he would have waited and seen how the dogs came out before he did turned around and took. So I can imagine the ones who is his kids and grandkids is gonna come out because now they are 75. They hold on, they was 50-50 him. Now they 75% him. So they mouth just gonna lock up for no reason at all. They might have just a jacked up mouth.
They're just gonna keep passing it down.
Them are strong defense.
But that's how you know he don't know nothing about no selling no dog, because he would have told the customer that dog got the best mouth in the yard.
But you know what? Hold on. That dog is 2 years old. You know that, right? Or it will be 2 in October, right?
I'll be 3.
No, 2. Them right there is after Max.
So he bred Amanda at 1?
Yes. So
okay. I thought she was 2.
Listen, them dogs was born after Max was born. Max is 2 years old. Max was born in February.
Okay.
So with me saying that, let me get to what I was saying is, if he would have tried all this stuff and it was a puppy, he would have knew it anytime before he 2 years old.
Oh yeah.
But because he sat back on the dogs and was worried about breeding, now that opened back up the door that I needed to be open. That's what happens when you're breeding and not looking at the quality and letting the dogs grow up. That's why I let Max grow up to see what quality they had. I don't have no defect. No defects. No defect. I don't have one defect. Hearing good, eyesight good, mouth good, temperament good, coat good,
bite.
That's sweet. All good. No defect. No defects.
Hey, you know the killer part about it is though.
What up?
Those dogs had a split litter. 2 dads was the dads of them dogs. Killer was the dad of Gremlin. That's Killer's son, supposedly. You know that, right?
That's worse than him.
That's supposed to be Killer's son, supposedly. And it threw a dog with an underbite.
That's worse.
And it threw a dog with an underbite, bro. Killer's son got an underbite. 2 dogs could be the dog's dads. That's what he said. DNA says Gremlin's pit bull. And DNA says Heaven is American Bulldog. That's the lies they tell you. They mislabel dogs, and they go live and they mislabel daily. He know damn well Gremlin. That's why he had to switch the dogs to Staffordshire Bulldogs. That's why he switches the names of them, because he's just going off of looks. He looks some shit up on Google. And he says, Gremlin looks just like this.
Let me say something to you.
Frank Sinatra looks just like this dog.
I never heard a person holler out, y'all use Google. Y'all learn from Google. Every picture you listen, let me say something to you. Now they got pictures on there say American Pit Bull Terrier that's blue, right?
Yeah.
They're wrong, right?
That's what he says.
But you get these pictures on there say American Stafford Terrier and they're correct.
He only uses Google when it benefits him.
There you go. I don't even use Google. Listen, I don't even use Google because I don't need to.
He's a narcissist.
I don't need to steal nobody's pictures or nobody's dogs. So I don't need Google. Now, when I go on Google, I pull up Honey Bunch and Eli and other blood. I pull up them dogs, yes, just to see pictures of them. But I'm not gonna put them dogs on there. I'm not gonna put nobody dog. If I got an APBT or I got a French Bulldog or I got a South African Bull or a Great Dane or whatever I got, I'm not putting nobody else's dog on there but mine. I'm gonna make mine look good enough to be on camera because you don't even have that. They take when people don't have confidence in their own self or their dog when they take another dog and show a dog that don't belong to them. Hit that thumb up if you have it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
So when you think about it, I'm not gonna. You never ever do that. You don't listen because listen. If that dog not your blood, you advertising somebody else's stock. You making somebody else's mouth get water for a dog they can't even get from you. What common sense do that make?
Mm-hmm. The dog did a terrible job on the sleeve, man. Poor dog was getting choked the whole time. He couldn't even breathe. Couldn't even breathe, man.
Yes, you're correct. Red Terrier is in it. Yes, 100%, 100% sure. They was using terriers. That whatever kind of red terrier, bull terrier, Staffordshire Terrier, they was tearing it out. That's what made the pit bull. You're correct. I just want you to know that you're correct.
I want to let you guys know I just got 6 Chinese bulldogs around the way. I'm gonna keep them at my 12 yard though. 7 Chinese bulldogs, y'all.
I thought you just said it was 6.
Oh well, I can't remember my lives.
But you know what? On some real type stuff. No, I mean when you think about it, right? That dog that you have in your picture is your dog, right? On your yard right now, right?
Yeah, that's my dog.
That's what you're supposed to have.
Yeah,
That's what you're supposed
that's
to
my
have.
boy.
If you haven't hit that thumb up, hit that thumb up. That's exactly what it's supposed to be. You hear me?
Yeah. I wouldn't feel right. I wouldn't feel right showing somebody else's dog and hiding behind it and talking like it's mine. That's capping.
No, I mean like
That's capping.
somebody listen. Somebody when you grew up by real people and real like you gotta think about it. Let's be real. This person that you're speaking on doesn't listen, was never a breeder. They was babysitting, they was a dog sitting place. So at the end of the day is you got to think about this is when you working with your dogs and you know your dogs, you don't send out bull crap like you wouldn't try to sell that.
Facts. Hold on, bro. Someone just rang my doorbell. I'm gonna be right back home, man.
I don't know that question. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know if they clone nobody. I don't know if they did that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. But what was we talking about? Advertising. No, you can't do that. You can't advertise nobody else's stock. You gotta advertise your stock. You gotta work with your dogs. You gotta be able to. Hey, you know what? I'm this person down here said red terrier. You know some about American Pit Bull Terriers. Do you own American Pit Bull Terriers? What kind of dog do you own, if I may ask? And thank you for staying in the building while you've been in the building and comment. Appreciate it. But when it okay. But when you gotta think about it. You gotta maintain your dogs and take care of them for the sake of they look better. Like this dog right here, walking. Prime example is I'm not saying this stuff and I'm showing you a chunky dog. I'm not saying this stuff and not showing you a dog that's at the end of the day. Obedience is A1. I'm proud of myself because I put this dog together. And I'm proud. What else? What else can you accomplish by people liking this what you created? You gonna get some people that don't, and then you gonna get some people that do. You just wean out the people who don't. You know what I'm saying? They your motivator. They your motivator. You make sure they motivate you to do what you need them to do. At the end of the day, that's what they are. They're motivators. They are people who take you to the next level. Take you to the next level. They you take a hater and you all condition them. You take a hater, you all walk them. You take a hater, you make your dog. You know you do what you do for a hater is keep motivating yourself. Because if your dog didn't look good or you wasn't anybody, forget dog. We're gonna just put it like this. If you got a job, you go to work, and somebody hate on you, it's something about you that they wish they can be or do. That's what a hater job is. They hate because something in their life is not completed. They hate because something in their life is not what it is. So you're just someone that they mad because they saying, why you and not me? Why that person so motivated to come to work? Why that person so happy at work? Why that person so happy with their dog? Why that person so chipped off the block? Because at the end of the day, my motivation is waking up in the morning, thanking God, seeing my kids that they made it to another day, and then I make sure I check on every dog in the morning. Wake them up, hey, just want to make sure you good, you made it through the night, because anything can happen. Anything can happen. Them somebody. I feed them dogs, and yeah, I ain't saying the feed bill is cheap because I like Purina and Diamond, so I got to buy both of them. And then it's like when you go to the store and you buying something for yourself, you got a little extra. So when I'm going on dog shopping, I might grab another leash. I might grab something. It just, I don't know. It's just something about, you know what I'm saying? When you're in a place with dogs or you're on a website that's showing stuff with dogs, it's like, you like, I can't go broke dealing with these dogs. I can't run from what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I never go in there. Like I always have a set thing. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend this how much. And so that means if I see something in there I already got my price of what's the limit is going, I'm gonna pay for it. Like I've been saying for like 4 years, 3 years, 3 or 2 years, I've been saying I'm gonna get some chicken. I had a chicken. I had a chicken stayed on another yard. I had a friend of mine, raised chickens. But I'm not motivated by that. I don't know. I be saying I want the chicken, but then I'm not motivated. Like I like animals, but I just ain't motivated by that. People like, well, you gotta have a chicken and it lay eggs. That ain't something I'm motivated by. At the end of the day. And then like I ain't lying to you. I'm liking the way Diamond Dog food, the beef kind is too. Like the beef Diamond Dog food, is amazing to me. Like if you never tried diamond beef, you should try it. You should try it. Let me grab. Hold on, I'm gonna grab me a drink right quick, please. I'm back. Sorry, I had to go grab me something to drink. You know, once you talk for a while, you get a little, cotton mouth. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys do it, but get a little cotton mouth when you doing this. Hold on, let me read some of the chat. Okay. Okay. What brand? What is the name of the brand? If I may ask. Because I mean, I've been dealing with Diamond and Perina for the longest, but I mean, what's the brand of it? I never tried Sports Mix. I never tried Victor. I never tried Blue. What else? What else they got out here? What is it? 2030, whatever that stuff is, 2020 or 2024. Oh, that's the name of it? Hold on, let me look it up right now. Let me look it up right now. Give me a few seconds. I'm gonna look it up right now. I ain't know that. Okay. Okay. Oh, dang, they got all different brands. No, I didn't know they existed. Okay. Have you ever tried Diamond? Have you ever tried Diamond? Or have you ever tried Victor? Or Sports Mix or 2020, whatever that bullcrap is. I like Diamond. I'm a Diamond patient. If it ain't Diamond, I don't know. I ain't never tried nothing else besides Diamond. I never seen that. I mean, every dog I ever fed Diamond healthy, energized, move around, bad movement, cool. Shoot. Coat look good. Teeth look good. Okay. Okay. Wait, I seen earlier that it said so if you so you an older person if you got 30 years in it. Or you been or you wait. Yeah, you gotta be an older person. You don't seem young. If you talking about you got 30 years and I got I ain't gonna say 30 years in. I got finna be what 14 years? Finna be 14 years. Old school. You know, okay. Okay. How your daily working with your dogs is? Like I do morning walks, you know what I'm saying? Walks, little walks. And what is it? Walks. Walks. I do walks. Oh damn. I don't know what's going on. A little pool work. What is it? Walking, running, pool work, bike work, sleeve work. But no, daily working. I ain't gonna lie to you, daily working. We do over here. We do a little crate work. I mean, little kennel work. So it's a day in a 10 by 10. Let them run around that mud. Put them on the chain. Let them do a little chain. Little chain. Walk them. I mean, this is basically everyday routine. Hey, hit that thumb up if you haven't. I'm forgetting to say that. I'm too busy dog talking. But yeah. Hey, I've been out here for an hour and 17 minutes. And it's going to be 12 o'clock where I'm at. So salute. Hit that thumb up if you haven't. We've been live for an hour. I don't want to keep people up too late. Thank you for coming in. If you haven't hit that thumb up on the way out. Or if you don't hit it on the way out, come back and hit it if you forgot to hit it. If you want to knock it out, knock it out. Go ahead, just hit it. Show some love. Salute. Thank you for tuning in to the home of Nanny Dogs 314, and we're going to end like this. Hold on.
The shorty keep throwing it back like a frisbee. I pipe her up, I pipe her up. I pipe her up, putting dick in the kidneys. I pipe her up, putting dick in the kidneys.
Hell yeah, Marsh, this shit hit fool.
She shot him. Yeah, this that gas here, fool. I had to cut off distractions, exploring my passion, they laughing, I'm counting this cash. I had to elevate up to a better place, still won't hesitate to get on your ass. My people know me, they know I'm big homie, if you ever need me, I'm doing the dance. Get to your whereabouts, promise ain't worry about niggas, they know me, they know how it's fast. Ain't going outside for nobody, when the eyes were stacked, I had nobody. Had to pack up my bags, it was no problem. Had to start back from scratch, I had no profit. But I ran up some bands with some phone pilots. I don't carry no wallet, cause phone pockets full. You know I'm a Taurus, I stay on my bull. You do not try me, I take you to school. The way that I'm stroking the circle of motion is sure they keep throwing it back like a frisbee. I pipe her up, putting dick in the kidneys. Pull out and feast on that pussy ridiculous. Every time I leave, she all in the feelings. In these streets every day, and I'm standing on business. I'm trying to make me a meal out the trenches. I'm trying to put my little bitch in the business. I'm trying to shine like a star, and my diamonds go glisten the moon. Like we need a room, right? She trying to see with the broom, like I'm trying to see what this move like. So the QP for 7 was strapped with that weapon. You know that I can't be too careful. I stick to the schedule. On the road to riches, staying persistent. My foot on the pedal. My best friend the devil. Diamonds they bezel. They left me for dead, so I'm sorry, can't help you. They look at me now on a whole different level. I want this forever. I'm stacking my cheddar. If you knew better, do better. Baby, I don't be with nobody, cause I'm my own stepper. I carry a not no Beretta. Just know that if they come for me, they catching this pressure. I had to cut off distractions, exploring my passion. They laughing. I'm counting this cash. I had to elevate up to a better place. Still won't